Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel again. Keith here from Commander Hoop Celtic. If this is your first time tuning into the channel, please hit the subscribe button below. A thumbs up or a comment below would be fantastic. Don't have the microphone with me today, but I'm here to talk about a few bits and bobs. Let's kick it off. Michael Nicholson, who is our chief executive, has been appointed to the SPFL Board of Management. He's replacing Michael Stewart of Rangers in that position. So, okay, that's good news for Michael Nicholson. You're seeing how much what's going on behind the scenes, getting these players in. The club are going the right direction as well. Now, I'd like to see more communication between Michael Nicholson and the fans, but that will come. With the likes of fan media as well, that's building bigger engagement with the players, the coaching staff, and a connection with the fans. So, great to see that. Let's talk about Aaron Mooy. A lot of talk over the last 24 hours. The story broke towards the end of last night that Celtic and Aaron Mooy is about to be a done deal. Now, I talked about this on the channel. He's 31 years of age. He's going to be 32 towards the end of August. He's had stints at St Mirren, Huddersfield Town, and played for Brighton Hove Albion. So he's had over 100 appearances for Brighton and Huddersfield in the Premier League, which is fantastic. There is fans that think it's a bad move. It's going to be a rubber dud. To be honest with you, and I'm going to repeat what I said last night, if Aaron sees something in this player, this guy's been capped for his country 50 times for Australia. Dead ball specialist, can hit a shot, play defensive midfield. It gives the options for Callum McGregor to push forward. It's a massive season for Itaguchi as well. James McCarthy. Once we have that squad depth, that's the most important thing. He might not be a starter every week, but it's just to have the options for the league game, the League Cup, the Scottish Cup, and also in Europe as well, because it's a long season ahead. We have over 60 games in all competitions if we're successful to push for the treble as well. So, okay, it's a free transfer. He's coming from Shanghai Port, and he's going to settle into Scotland because his missus is Scottish and he has a house already in Glasgow, so that beats half the purpose. Regards to the holy goalie Artur Boruc, Artur discussed the story basically back in 2005 when he's fighting to get into the Poland team for the FIFA World Cup in 2006 in Germany, which he was in Germany's group. He turned down Manchester City at the time, which they didn't really have much money, Tottenham and Arsenal. He turned down Arsene Wenger and Arsenal at the time. Now, Arsenal were absolutely class around that time. They had the invincible team and stuff, and they got to the Champions League final, which the King of Kings ended up playing against them in Paris as a sub. So his love for Celtic will never be forgotten. 242 appearances, got us into the Champions League group stages with the penalty saves against Spartak Moscow, scoring in the League Cup semi-final against Celtic as well in Hampden that wet night, and then also 3 league titles on top of that with 2 League Cups and a Scottish Cup as well. The holy goalie will always be remembered for the good times, and you know what? He's one of my favourite players of all time. I'm sure he's one of your favourite players as well. But we're going to be playing a farewell game against him over in Warsaw on Wednesday night, which will be on Premier Sports. So he's at the urging the Lega Warsaw fans to sell it out. His last game for Lega Warsaw, he got sent off and he didn't want to appeal the 3-match ban, so that was his final competitive game. So it's the return as well for Josip Jovanovic to Warsaw. Obviously, we signed him last season for little to nothing, for about 2.8 million. And there's talks of him going to likes of Atletico Madrid and other clubs. But he's came out and said that he's enjoying life in Glasgow. The Glaswegian people are real friendly. They would ask him out for a beer and stuff. Like, that's the type of society you're in, unless you're on the blue side. No disrespect, but yeah, there's always going to be a bit of bitterness there. And it's a bit of banter as well. But yeah, that's really it today. Artur Boruc, once we have more developing news on Aaron Mooy, once we see him in a Celtic jersey doing a press conference, happy days. I don't know where he is at the moment. I don't know if he's in China or it's a case that he's in Glasgow to complete the deal. It's been very quiet, kind of similar to what happened with Jota. Everybody thought Jota was in Portugal and he completed the deal on the Friday morning. So I'll speak to you all soon. God bless. Hell, up the Celts.